Alright guys, so today is Saturday. There are a lot of yard sales posted. It's supposed to be really nice today. It's a little cloudy right now, but it's supposed to clear up. I don't want to say I got any like solid leads except for one that said that they had some Super Nintendo games. She said no big titles, but I'm going to go there and check them out anyway. But there are a bunch of yard sales that are posting video games, so hopefully we're going to have a better week than last. Still got this truck. May as well grab my coffee. I used to own one of these as a kid. Car mat for the dinkies. A lot of dinkies right there.
Neither do I. I don't see too much hassle. Yeah, and you know what? I've been 5-6 years, so anything Mac or no, iPad, yeah, that's the way. Yeah. Well, you know, I find it's enough to keep track of what's going on in your own life sometimes.
If somebody wants me, they can email me.
Yeah.
And I get direct.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Don't have them boxed either.
Is that all the video game stuff?
As far as I know.
Yeah, I think so,
Yeah.
yeah.
How much you asking for the Xbox?
With all the games, would you say, Colin? 50?
Yeah.
Would you take $30 without any of the games? Don't need any of the games. You can sell this separately if you want. Just a console.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright guys, had to drive out about 20 minutes. A few yard sales out here. Excuse me. How much are the Wii games?
We were selling it all as a set with the Wii and everything.
Okay. How much are you looking for the set? Honestly, I just want one game.
Okay, $2.
Thank you so much. No other video game stuff besides the Xbox and the Wii.
That's it.
That's it.
Everything else we're still using.
Cool.
Oh, there's 2 DSs and a whole bunch of games up there.
Oh, I didn't see that.
With the blues on them.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 things with 20 games.
Oh, okay. I'll check the. Got nothing for like N64, Super Nintendo, none of that stuff, right? GameCube.
That was like the first stuff we got.
Cool.
There's a couple of Game Boy games in there, I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
There's any Pokemon games here. Mario Party DS. Super Mario Bros. Oh. Oh, nice. Take $20 for it? They're asking 25, since one of them is. It can't turn. Neither of them are turning on because they're not charged. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we are hitting up a yard sale, which is right around here. By email, she said she had, what number is that? 92? Yeah. She said she had some old Super Nintendo or Nintendo games. So I told her I'd pop by a bit early. They're still setting up. There's 2 more sales happening on the street. We're gonna drive up and see if they're out. These guys are just setting up, so ain't nobody there. I just want to make sure that I'm not gonna miss the games if they were to put them out. That's why I try and like to. I'm only 20 minutes early. Usually people are kind of set up by now. Oh, so here's a spot. I'm actually looking for a whippersnipper. I got a lawnmower yesterday and we need a whippersnipper. Ain't nobody outside either. Morning, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. How much are the whippersnippers?
You see the 2 of them go for 35. No, I mean, they do work, just that probably
Yeah.
Like this blue, the green one there was working, but anyway, I think this needs to be whatever, like whatever, adjust whatever you do with the whippersnippers, right?
Yeah.
I have a factory operated one now.
The good one.
Yeah, I can't. Well, I don't have the strength to pull.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Said you don't know if this one's working, or are you just?
It work, just that might need.
It's been a while, or
yeah. It's been a while, right? So it just needs probably cleaned up and adjust or whatever.
How much would you do just for the one? I don't need 2 of them.
Okay, 15.
Would you take 10 for this one?
Yeah, I want to. I want to get rid of it. I want to get rid of everything. Oh,
Have a good morning. All right, well, we just got a whippersnipper for 10 bucks. Let's go. Hi, how are you? I had emailed, I think you, and they said there was some video games here. Cool.
Get a jump start on them.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, really, anything like that I collect, so. Got no Mario or anything like that, do you? I got Mario Paint. Yeah.
I have Mario Paint and the rest of the mouse and everything. Although that's one of the
Okay.
mouse that turned yellow.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, that's the Skyline moving there.
Cool. I actually don't have the mouse. So.
Oh no? Yeah, no, I have Mario, but I'm keeping it because I still have my Super Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
So I'm keeping the 2 games that I have.
That you have, that you
I
play?
wanna play.
Yeah, no problem.
Come on, Mama. But yeah, there's
Cool.
Zoop, Paperboy 2, Adventures of Franken, which is apparently listed as the worst game ever.
Okay, I've never played it.
I liked it. At the time, it was sweet and simple. And then Double Dragon and Mario Paint.
Okay. How much were you looking for the games? Do you have a price in mind? Or?
Probably about $8 each, except for this one, which is worth nothing. So like, come on, you know you want the worst game ever.
I don't know if I do. I don't have it, so I kind of do. I do. I think I already have it.
But now that I told you that's the worst game ever, don't you want to get it
just to try it? Yeah. If I got them all, would you give me them for 25? It's basically $5 a pop. Cool. I'll do that for me. Because we're gonna get ready to stop at a place. They said that they have a Nintendo. So let's see. Hi. I shot an email and talked about a Nintendo. Yeah. Let's just take a look to see exactly what you have here. Just old stuff you had laying around, kicking around?
It was actually my parents that bought it for my brother and I when it first came out.
Yeah.
We were like the cool kids because we
You had the Nintendo. There you go. You don't know if it works, do you?
it does. You know what? There was like probably 4 months ago we played it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, I got a
It's
little
kind of
messed up.
taped up, but
I actually have an extra one at home, so it's... Any idea on what you wanted for it?
I don't know.
Let me see here. Like normally... Let me see here. Let me see, 2... 1, 2...
Yeah, these two here are both the same. I have no
Yeah.
idea why there's 2 of them, but
Yeah, these come with the system, so
Yeah.
the super
Yeah,
like the
they're
most
huge,
common
yeah.
game in the world, besides Tetris. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Can't think of a price at all? Would you be comfortable?
Make me an offer.
Well, if I did a couple bucks a game and $10, do 30 bucks. It's basically like $2 a game and 15 for the system.
40 and it's yours.
Meet me halfway at 35? Okay.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy. I am not in the kitchen. As you can see, I am finally downstairs in the game room now. This is not the, final set. I got to work on some lighting, and I also have to position the camera a little bit better, but I just got home from yard sales. I have to get streaming here once I'm done this, so I actually recorded this entire video up in the kitchen, not thinking that I had downstairs ready to record in, and so I just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna redo this, this post garage sale pickup and do it in the game room. So here I am, guys. Hopefully you enjoy the backdrop. It will be better, and hopefully the sound is okay down here. It's probably not as echoey, so that's good. Had a really good day today. Definitely wasn't the best day that we've had, but we got a couple of really good steals, and did relatively well throughout the week too. I sold $380 worth of doubles this week, and I bought absolutely nothing. And it's not because I didn't want to, there just wasn't a lot up for grabs. I missed out on like a small Nintendo 64 lot that really wasn't that much of a steal anyway. I am working on a big lot of games. A guy wanted $1,250 for his collection that he's selling. I told him no, that's way too much. He came back a couple days later, said $850, even though he was firm on $1,250. I am saying the lot is probably worth about $1,000. I'm waiting for him to come down again. If I can get the lot for about $500 to $600, I'm going to pull the trigger on it. But that's really the only big move that I've been trying to make this week. There hasn't been a lot going on, so I spent $114 today, and that is all I spent all week. And once again, sold $380 worth of games. I'll have a total on our investment and how much money we've recouped towards the end of this video. But without further ado, let's get into it. Let's start off with the first sale of the day. Also, guys, if you see me bending over and picking stuff up and reaching over here, I don't really have a table set up yet. I've got a little Nintendo stand that I'm holding the stuff on, but it's just not enough. Next week, I'll have this looking much better, okay? First sale of the day, there was a street sale. I say it in, sarcastically, because there was only two people on the street sale. It was advertised like there was going to be 10 plus households there, and there was only 2. Fortunately, the first house that I went to, Xbox 360. I will say, this is the best condition Xbox that I have ever laid my eyes on at a yard sale. I'm going to be honest, I think that it might be brand new and never used. It is just, look, I mean, you could see the serial. I don't know if the light's blowing that out or not, but this is just, it even smells new. Like, it's got that, like, new car smell. Inside the box, there's the 2 controllers. Even the Kinect is still back there. I don't think it's been used. I really don't. There's the controllers. But either way, it's in mint condition. The box is in phenomenal shape. Just one ding in a corner somewhere. Oh, right here. So yeah, there's a right up here. There's a little bit of damage from it being opened. And that's usually when you force it to go down, when you haven't properly put all the stuff back in the box, and something's like getting in the way of it closing, and then you push down too hard and it tears it. That's what happened there. I got this. He wanted $50. He wanted $50 for the Xbox and about 7 shit boxes. Didn't want any of the shit boxes. That's the last thing I want to do, is buy a bunch of crappy Xbox 360 games. So since he said $50, I was thinking to myself, okay, well, there's like 7 games here. I'm gonna offer him 30. So I said, you know what? I'll give you 30 bucks. You keep the games. You can sell those separately. I'll just take the console for 30. And he thought about that, and at the end of it, he said, sure, why not? So I got the Xbox for 30 bucks. I had given my old Xbox 360 to my nephew. He was over here a few months back. This was just before I was collecting. And I just gave it to him because it was sitting in my closet doing nothing. So I'm happy I got another Xbox, and I would never have bought another one unless it was boxed. This is going to go right on the shelf. I'm not reselling this. This is just for the collection. It'll probably never be used, and it's just a showpiece. That's pretty much it. So I got it for 30 bucks. That's pretty good. The next sale that I went to was out in Sackville. Fortunately and unfortunately, Helly Famous moved from here to Calgary. He's actually out on the road right now. He's probably watching this video out on the road. Safe travels, dude. He is out of the collecting game. He sold off his whole collection, and his territory was Sackville, which is about a 20-25 minute drive from where I live. So I decided to go out there. It is definitely the most competition around that part of town. So I went out there really early, and fortunately the first house that I went to out there, she had this stuff. Saw a bunch of Wii stuff and some Xbox 360. I have some footage there that you guys probably just saw. And then I asked if they had any other stuff, and they pointed over to a couple of DS bags that I didn't notice because there was a sign covering them, and none of the DS games or anything were out. So it wasn't that I wasn't looking for games, it was just hidden pretty well. And it had a sign on it for 25 bucks, so I was pretty excited to dig into there and see what was going on. And then she had the stack of Wii stuff. I asked how much she wanted for it. She didn't really give me a price, and she said, well, what games are you looking for? Because I went through the games, and I said, there's only really one that I want. And she said, okay, well, you give me $2. And so for $2, I got myself a complete in-box copy of the new Super Mario Bros. Sorry about the lighting there. I have a white light behind me. I'll fix all this lighting for us next week. But yeah, Super Mario Bros. $2. I sell these for 15-20 bucks all day. So this will be pure profit. And then when she pointed over to the DS stuff, there were two cases. The first one was this black DS case and a pink DS case. We'll start off with the pink one. Inside the pink one, there was an Apple earbuds from, like, you know, an iPhone or whatever you buy. There was a car charger for the DS, and there was a DS Lite with the charger. It's on right now. There are 3 scratches on this bottom screen. Now, you can't really notice them when the screen is on, but when it is off, you can definitely tell that, you know, the bottom monitor is a little scratched up. But overall, the exterior is really, really in good shape. The top screen is in great shape, and like I said, just a few nicks down there. She did say that one of the DS's flickers. I haven't used the other one yet, so I'm going to assume that's the one that's flickering. I hope not, because it is in really, really good shape. And this is a DS, this isn't the Lite. Both of the screens are in good shape. The exterior also in good condition, and it came with this hard DS protector case. So that's good. Also got these, obviously these 2 bags. In the other bag there was a huge knot of headphones, another Apple earbuds, and a few like shitbox earbuds. And then there's some headphone splitters as well in there. Nothing really of value. And of course both of these have the chargers. And in one of the cases there was the Guitar Hero, and there was 20 DS games. Now, I'm not going to go through all the games because a lot of them are shit boxes, and I'm not going to put you through it. But as you can see inside there are all games, all tucked in there. I'll give some honorable mentions here. We have a Mario Party DS. I've already sold a copy of that. So that's a good one. We have the new Super Mario Bros., which is a good one. And there's like a Lego Batman game. And there is the Mario Sonic Olympic Winter Games. The rest are a bunch of kid games, Hannah Montana, the Guitar Hero games for the that little console thing, and yeah, just some other garbage games. So She wanted 25 bucks, which is still a steal for all of that stuff. And she told me that when she told me that one of the ones were kind of blinking and both of them were completely dead, they weren't turning on. I used that against her, and I said, well, will you give me 20 bucks for the lot for all the stuff? And she said, sure. Also came with this this little DS headset, and I forgot to mention there were 5 Game Boy Advance games. The only one I'm going to talk about here is the Pokemon Emerald. So that was a good pickup. And these things, Pokemon games right now are selling because of Pokemon Go. I sold a copy of Pokemon Blue a few days ago for $50. I didn't even have it up for sale. A guy on Craigslist said he was looking for Pokemon Blue, and I was like, oh, I have one of those laying around that I got in a lot for next to nothing. And he said, how much you want? I told him 40 bucks, and he said, done, 50 if you deliver it. So I delivered it. I got 50 bucks. So yeah, I got all that stuff for $20. It's always good whenever you're bartering with people at yard sales and they tell you that there's a deficiency in any of their stuff that they're selling, use that against them. See if you can knock off $5, $10 because of, you know, the deficiencies that the things might have. And I know it doesn't seem like much. It may seem like you're really nickel and diming, which you are, but that shit adds up. Saving $5, $10 a sale, you could be looking at 30 bucks of savings just in a day, and in a month you could be saving $100, $150, and of course that can be going towards the the collection. And if they don't like it, then you just give them what they're asking for. So I got all that stuff for 20 bucks. So I spent $22 there if you count the Super Mario Bros, the new Super Mario Bros game. Up next, we went up the road from there, and like I said earlier, the competition in Sackville is really, really fierce. So the next street over, I started asking people if they had video games, and they're like, oh, you're the third or you're the second person to ask that, or they've already, you know, looked through the games and bought some. So I assume they bought the best ones. Fortunately, I messaged somebody on a yard sale post, asked them if they had games. They didn't have them advertised, and she said no at first, and then about 3 or 4 hours later I got a message back and she said, actually, I do have some Super Nintendo games. None of them are like popular titles or good titles. So I was like, oh, that's fine, I'll come and check them out. So we went there, and here we go. Also, when I was there, I don't know if I explained this or not, the lady, she was really nice, and she brought me up to like her front door, and I was kind of like face to face with her. So I took my glasses off and put them on my head, just because, you know, it's kind of rude to be wearing glasses like that in front of something. Like when you're directly, like me talking to you, you wouldn't want to have me wearing sunglasses in your face. So I just decided to put them on a hat. So there might be just some audio. Don't know if you saw these titles or not, but here they are. I think this is a pretty big shit box. It is called Zoop, Z-O-O-P. Never heard of this in my life, don't have it, so I'll be happy to put that up on the shelf. A game I actually never played, but I played the first one a lot, and I actually played the first one on, I do believe, Sega Genesis. That was the only system that I played this for, is Paperboy 2. I know the light is very bright. Paperboy 2, very, very good condition games too. All the labels here are in very good condition. And then we got, she kept telling me that this is the worst game ever. So I'm definitely gonna try it. It is called Dr. Franken? Dr. Franken? I don't know. There it is. If you can see the label or not. I think it says Dr. Franken. I'm not sure. Writing small, and I don't have my glasses on because of reflection. But anyway, there it is. And the better games, I'll first show off. We got a copy of Mario Paint. I actually already have a copy of this, but we got the pad and the mouse. Never actually owned the pad and the mouse before, so this will be awesome to have for the collection. And lastly, the best game of the lot, we got Double Dragon 5. So there it is. Very good label too. Looking forward to trying this out. The Shadow Falls. Pretty cool. Never played this one, but we got it. So I got all those games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, and the mouse pad and the mouse for 25 bucks. Asked her how much she wanted. She said about 8 bucks a game. There's no way I was paying. Well, some of them I would have paid 8 bucks for sure. Yeah, just said since I'm buying them all, we do 25 bucks, and she said, yeah, absolutely. So I think that's kind of what she mentally prepared herself to sell for. So yeah, there's that. That was a good one. And then we're gonna go with one that wasn't on camera. Went to a sale and got a copy of Live, Die, Repeat. I know this isn't video game related, but I do want to give this movie a shout out. If you haven't watched this, it's a Tom Cruise movie. It's just like a video game. This movie is incredible. I do believe it came out in 2014. I'm pretty sure it's my favorite movie of that year. Just amazing. I don't have it on Blu-ray. Got it for 5 bucks, and happy to add this to the Blu-ray collection. I don't have a very big Blu-ray collection. I just have movies that I just really, really like, and this is definitely one of them. And then I went to another sale, actually the last one before I went home. I didn't even bother putting it on the camera. And it was Pac-Man vs. Pac-Man World 2 for the GameCube. And of course it is complete in box with the manual and the 2 discs. Both the discs are in great shape. This isn't like a super rare game, but it isn't like a super common game either. I do believe they go for about 15 bucks. So for $2, actually I got it for $1.50. He wanted 2 bucks. I went in the truck to see if I had change, and all I had was $1.50 left. And I said, yeah, I can give you the $1.50, or you can break a 20. And he said, just give me the $1.50. It's all good. So yeah, I got that. All right, and definitely here comes the score of the day. This was another email tip-off that I got. Emailed a girl and asked her if she had video games. She said she actually has a Nintendo that's tucked away somewhere. She messaged me back. She said she found it. Got the system. System isn't in the best shape. It's got a little chip there. Starting to get a little bit of yellowing here and there, but she said it works well. I'm going to test it out and clean it up before I sell it, but got that. Came with 2 controllers. I'm not going to show you those. And the Duck Hunt gun, just an orange one. And also came with some games. Ugh. We have got 2 copies of Super Mario Bros. With the Duck Hunt. Got a copy of Hogan's Alley, which I already have. A game I don't have yet, Afterburner. So I'll be adding that to the wall. And we also got a copy of Super Mario Bros. 3. Really great shape label. And Super Mario Bros. 2. Also very good condition label. And we got a box game. Tetris. And I don't think I have Tetris. Do I have Tetris boxed? I don't think so. So yeah, I got all my box Nintendo games way up top there. I don't have this, so that's going to go right into the collection. Pretty cool. No manual in there, but I actually do have a manual right here. So I'm going to stick this right in the box right now, and this will now be CIB. So really, really solid pickup. I asked her how much she was looking for the lot. I asked her twice. She didn't really know. I guess she really wanted me to offer her something. I hate offering people stuff because if I do, I usually do it relatively low because I don't know if they were expecting to get a lot for it or they were willing to let it go for like super cheap. So after I asked her twice and she didn't tell me, I said, there's like, what, 7 games or so. I'll give you a couple bucks a game and then 15 bucks for the system. So I offered her $30. And I was originally going to just flat out offer her 40, but I said, you know what, Jeff, let's offer her 30 and see where she goes from there. So I offered her 30, and she was really thinking about it, and then she said, well, if you do 40, it's yours. And I was happy with 40 bucks, but as I said a little bit earlier on, I wanted to, say the whole meet me halfway thing. That's one of the oldest tricks in the book. I'm at 30, she's at 40. Okay, well, let's both be happy and let's meet halfway at 35. She thought about it for a second. I could tell she didn't really want to do it for 35, but she eventually said, yeah, okay, that's fine. 35 bucks. So, absolute steal. I will 150% get my money back for this entire lot today, just from the Nintendo. I've sold probably 6 Nintendos now. They sell right away when you have Mario Duck Hunt with a gun, a controller, Mario Bros. 2, Mario Bros. 3, and a couple of shit boxes. Like I'll throw in Hogan's Alley, and I'll put it up for 120 bucks. Somebody will offer me 100, and I'll take it. That's happened so many times. I fully expect that to happen, and when I do get that, this entire day will be paid for, and it'll just be a whole bunch of games that we can add. Obviously, I'm going to be selling these DSs, and keeping the 360, 2 games from the Nintendo lot that we're adding to the collection, and we're actually adding all of the Super Nintendo stuff except for one of the copies of Mario Paint. So, and I'll be selling all those DS shitbox games. I do have a little bit of DS games behind me, but nothing, you know, nothing major. I'm not really collecting for that unless they're really, really good titles. So that's the show, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the footage. Right now, I will post up over here somewhere how much money I have spent in the last, well, it's been 3 months now, and how much I've managed to sell to recoup some of my money back with doubles and or things that I don't need or collect for. So we're doing really, really well. I wanted to be able to get to 100% of a free collection by the end of the summer. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. It really is dependent on me getting another big lot and making a good amount of money off it. If not, I'm sure we're going to get like 80-85% of the way there, which I am very happy. As you can see, we have a whole bunch of stuff. I'll do a quick little view here for you with the camera once I'm done chitter-chatting. But yeah, finger bang that like button. It really does go a long way. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you found on your garage sales. Let me know what you thought about my pickups today. It was way better than last week. And also, if you have any recommendations maybe that I can do for the set here, I'd be more than happy to listen and maybe take some of those into consideration. I know the lighting thing needs to be changed, and I'd like to get a table and shit set up so that it's a little bit more professional looking and just easier to maneuver and show off stuff. And also want to give a shout out to everybody that's been using my Amazon affiliate links. Since I've been plugging them in these videos, I've been getting a lot more click-through and commission through those links. So big thank you to everybody that is showing their support by doing that. I had a few people ask me about my Patreon, because there's a thing at the end of this. I'm not really advertising that right now until I can give you guys very specific type of content. So don't bother going over there and showing some love. If you just want to show some love, finger bang that follow button or that like button or subscribe button. Just finger all the buttons except for the dislike button. Nobody likes that. And subscribe, of course, yeah. And share. If you have friends that you think would be into, you know, this live footage stuff and going over retro games, then, you know, a share can go a long way as well. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you on the next video. Hopefully we'll have like a midweek pickup. We didn't have one this week. It's been kind of weird. I've been trying to post like 2 or 3 retro videos a week, and we've been doing that, but this last week, like I said, was pretty damn slow. But without further ado, I'll give you guys a quick little view of the shelving. Up top there, we've got some box games, and there's some more box games way up there. There's some Sega down there too. That's just my arcade system. And down, this is what I was using for holding all the stuff. I got a whole pile of stuff here. A lot of this is stuff that is in my truck that I have for sale. I don't have a whole lot. I sold pretty much all my bundles this week. And I've got some consoles there. TV's gonna go in the middle where those N64 and Genesis is. I got some Game Boy stuff. And then right behind us, there's John Cena. You can't see him though. I've got my Dragon Ball Z stuff. If you guys are interested in this and you want to know a little bit more in detail, there is a video now on the channel
of a quick little room tour. I'm gonna do an official one with a camera that is, you know, like this. Last time I just used the glasses. I'll have that at the beginning of September when I'll show you guys the entire game room and stuff like that. So yeah, there's that right there. But if you're interested in seeing a quick little tour video, I will put a little annotation at the end of this video, which will be right now. So thanks again, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Stay bouse.